The mysterious disappearance of the Slawter children, an unsolved family nightmare asterisk. In the early hours of Christmas morning 1945, a quiet small-town family awoke to a horror beyond imagination, a blazing fire that engulfed their home, taking with it 5 of their children. Or did it? The Slawter children's disappearance remains one of the most disturbing and unsolved mysteries in American history. Asterisk. What happened that night? Was it a tragic accident, a sinister abduction, or something else entirely? Asterisk. The Slawters were a family of Italian immigrants who had settled in Fayetteville, West Virginia. George and Jenny had 10 children and were known for their hard-working, close-knit family values. But behind the warmth of their family lay dark undertones. George, a passionate critic of Mussolini and vocal opponent of fascism, made many enemies in his community. Asterisk was George's outspoken opposition to Mussolini, the spark for what would come. As tensions grew in the town, mysterious incidents started to plague the Slawters. Asterisk, it was Christmas Eve, and the Slawter family had gone to bed after celebrating the holiday. But around 1 a.m., Jenny Slawter awoke to the smell of smoke and the sound of crackling flames. Rushing out of bed, she discovered that the house was on fire. Asterisk. In the chaos, George and Jenny managed to escape the house along with 4 of their children. But the remaining 5, Maurice, Martha, Lua, Jenny, and Betty, were nowhere to be found. Frantic, George tried to reach them, but the staircase was blocked by flames. Asterisk, George and Jenny tried everything to reach their children. They attempted to use a ladder that mysteriously wasn't where it should have been. Even the family's trucks, which George planned to use to reach an upper window, failed to start. Asterisk. By dawn, the house was reduced to ash, and with it, any hope the Slawters had of finding their children. The fire department arrived late, citing a shortage of manpower due to the holiday. When they finally sifted through the ashes, no remains of the 5 children were found. Asterisk. This should have brought closure, but it didn't. There was no sign of the children's remains, no bones, no teeth. Could they have escaped the fire? And if so, where were they? Asterisk. In the days leading up to the fire, strange things started happening around the Slawter property. A man had been seen watching the family's children, and an unfamiliar vehicle lingered on their street. Hours before the fire, Jenny answered a strange phone call. A woman's voice asked for someone who didn't live there and laughed eerily before hanging up. Asterisk. Even more chilling was the discovery that the phone line had been cut. A neighbor later claimed they saw a man stealing away from the Slawter property in the dark. Asterisk. Could this have been a premeditated attack? Over time, the Slawters received more disturbing clues. Jenny found an object in the yard she believed was a type of incendiary device. And years later, a letter arrived that contained a photo of a young man resembling their son, Lua, with a note that read, "Louis Slawter, I love Brother Frankie, Elo Boys, a 90,132 or 35. Asterisk, asterisk. Was this a taunt from the kidnappers? Or perhaps a desperate message from a son trying to reach his parents? Asterisk. For years, the Slawters searched for their children. They put up billboards, handed out flyers, and even consulted psychics. But as the years dragged on, the mystery only deepened. Despite their relentless search, they were left with only more questions. Asterisk. The Slawter family spent their lives hunting for the truth. They died without ever knowing what really happened to their children, leaving behind one of the most haunting unsolved mysteries. Asterisk. Did someone take the Slawter children that night, spiriting them away into the darkness? Or did they perish in the flames, leaving no trace behind? Each theory leads to more questions, and even now, the Slawter case is an enduring puzzle, chilling to all who hear it. Asterisk. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story and want to uncover more mysteries, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Let us know in the comments. Do you think the Slawter children survived, or is the truth darker than we can imagine?